Hey coin collectors, welcome. In today's video I'll be talking about 10 rare error coins that sell for a lot of money. Subscribe. So without further ado, let's start with this 1965 proof Washington Quarter struck on a nickel planchet, graded as SP67 by PCGS. This is a remarkable error from 1965, a Washington Quarter struck on a nickel planchet, graded SP67. What makes this coin so unique is that it was intended to be quarter, but due to a minting error, it was struck on a smaller 5-cent planchet. Coin weighs 5 grams instead of standard 5.67 grams for quarters, and the design doesn't quite fit. Some details are cut off around the edges. What's really cool is that this is a special mint set coin, produced specifically for collectors in 1965. Yet even the mint's heightened quality controls, this striking mistake slips through. The coin's sharp strike and high preservation in SP67 condition make it an even more desirable collector's piece. Error coins like these are rare and sought after, adding both intrigue and significant value. It ended up selling for $3,840. This is 1953 Washington Quarter with uniface reverse and partial color. Graded as AU58 by PCGS, 2 quarter planchets were fed between quarter dies stacked on top of the other. The present coin was struck between the obverse die and the other planchet, which prevented the present piece from coming into contact with reverse die. The color die deployed only partially, causing an obverse rim that is narrow and shallow near 1030 and wide and raised near 430. Lightly to moderate toned golden brown, it fetched a sum of $2,040 at auction. This is 1977 D. Kennedy of dollar struck on a 40% silver planchet, rare transitional alloy error, graded as AU55 by NGC. This half dollar is struck on a transitional 40% silver planchet, slightly underweight from brief circulation. The silver alloy planchets were never intended for regular circulation but only for bicentennial collector sets, those struck at San Francisco Mint. Some of the planchets mistakenly went to the Denver Mint, where they were used for 1977 D. Kennedy Alps and distributed. The visible edge on this choice about uncirculated example shows no evidence of a copper core. Wisps of gray toning accompanies this popular mint error. It was sold for $5,040. Here is 2,000 B. Sacagawea dollars struck on a quarter planchet, graded as MS65 by PCGS. Although wrong planchet errors are an entirely different animal than mules. Sacagawea dollars struck on a quarter planchet share an affinity with famous Sacagawea dollar Washington Quarter mules that attracts much of the same collector base, increasing demand for these pieces. This gem wrong planchet error displays the dollar design sharply brought up, with only the rim distorted by the lack of sufficient planchet material. It was sold for $2,880. This is 1977 S. Lincoln cent with obverse and reverse struck through on a dime planchet. Graded PR63 by NGC, it weighs just 2.3 grams lighter than standard Lincoln cent due to the thinner dime planchet. What's striking about this coin is that both the obverse and reverse were affected by the struck-through error, meaning the debris of or foreign material was present when it was minted, causing part of design to appear incomplete or distorted. What makes this error even more intriguing is the fact that it's a proof coin specially struck with extra care for collectors. Even with mint's high quality standards, this mishap slipped through. The combination of being struck on a wrong planchet and struck through errors make it a truly rare find. It was sold for $2,640. Next, 1959 Franklin half dollar struck on a cent planchet, graded AU58 by ANX. Toned deep chocolate brown, this partially lustrous example displays a full date and mint mark. Liberty and denomination are off the flan. Franklin half dollars struck on wrong planchets are rarely seen and are highly desirable. Glimpses of mint red color remain visible around the raised elements. It was sold for $5,520. A Boolean error coin 2022 W 1 ounce gold buffalo struck through obverse. graded as PR69 Deep Cameo by PCGS. The structural error occurs when a foreign object like dust or debris is on the die during the minting, leaving a noticeable area where the part of the design is missing or distorted. In this case, it affected the front of a coin, creating a unique visual element on otherwise flawless proof coin. What's special about this coin is that it's a part of Gold Buffalo series, known for its high purity and beautiful design inspired by original Buffalo nickel. Proof coins like these are already in high demand due to their stunning mirror-like surfaces, but adding the error factor makes this piece especially desirable. It was sold for $2,546. Here is 1976's Bicentennial Quarter struck on a silver half-dollar planchet, graded as PR69 Cameo by NGC, an incredibly unusual proof mint error featuring a 1976's Bicentennial Washington Quarter struck on a half-dollar planchet intended for the silver-clad half-dollar of the same date. The quarter design is uncentered on the planchet and shows moderate distortion at the edges. These types of errors, when seen on circulation strikes, often show fractures in outer edge of the host planchet. This piece has no cracks, with a planchet instead cupped on the obverse, similar to what is seen on the die cap errors. Each side is brilliant and the fields of the quarter are deeply mirrored. It was sold for $18,000. 1938's Lincoln cent struck on a 10-cent planchet, graded as XF45 by NGC. This rare 1938's Lincoln cent was struck on a dime planchet, creating a fascinating mint error that collectors love. Weighing just 2.5 grams, it's lighter than a normal cent, and it has a design cutoff at the edge due to the smaller size of the dime planchet. This piece has a noticeable circulation wear but remains an incredible find for error enthusiasts. What makes this coin even more special, its provenance, once part of famous Fred Weinberg collection, a highly respected numismatist known for his expertise in error coins. This error is incredibly rare as reflected by its NGC census count of just 2 in XF45. It was sold for $4,080. And this is 1976, the Bicentennial Quarter struck on a copper 1-cent planchet, graded MS63 by NGC. This coin showcases a design intended for a quarter, but struck on the much smaller copper planchet used for cents, weighing just 3.11 grams. As a result, the design doesn't fully fit, with elements being cut off at the edges, giving it a unique and striking appearance. This error is even more special because it involves Bicentennial Quarter, which features a dual date, 1776-1976, and the iconic drummer boy reverse design. The combination of the historical significance of Bicentennial and the unusual mint error makes this coin highly desirable. Errors like these are extremely rare, and for it to survive in MS63 condition adds to its allure. This fantastic piece was sold for $2,760 on September 16, 2024 at Heritage Auctions. Thanks for watching this video. Please make sure to smash thumbs up and subscribe buttons before you dive into another coin related video. God's willing, see you in the next episode.